This episode of Wonder Man stops being fun and it gets a little tense and a little scary because Simon doesn't just lose control, he loses trust. And once that's gone, there's no putting it back together. Episode 7 starts as a flashback of Simon as a kid. We see Simon at home, family, kids, normal life. And right away, we're reminded of something important. Simon didn't grow up feeling special, he grew up feeling different, bullied, picked on, and singled out. Now we jump back to the Wonder Man set. Simon is finally living the dream. The suit, the production, the attention. But here's the key detail. He's still overthinking everything. Every line, every choice, every look. Wonder Man is about confidence, and Simon doesn't have that yet. This is where the episode gets a little sneaky. There's a debate over one line of dialogue. The line is, "You'll never redeem yourself." Simon doesn't like it, and he explains why. Because Wonder Man has been through too much for this line to feel honest. That's not Simon nitpicking, that's Simon projecting. He's talking about the character, but he's really talking about himself. Redemption matters to him. And this is where Trevor actually helps. He suggests a cleaner line. And that line is, "I'll never forgive you." It's simple, human, and direct. And everybody agrees this is important because this is the last time Trevor feels like a safe place. Then the bomb drops. New York Times is coming. They want to do an article on Simon and Trevor. This isn't press fluff, this is scrutiny. And Simon panics a little bit because he sees how this lady writes about the other actors. She really does a deep dive into everybody's life, and he's not ready for that. He's terrified somebody will connect the dots. The reporter, Kathy Friedman, she isn't loud. She's calm. And that's worse. She watches, she listens, she lets the people talk. Simon tries to be charming. He tries to be normal, but without Trevor next to him, he falls apart fast. The episode makes one thing very clear. Simon doesn't feel safe alone. Then comes the emotional gut punch. Vivian, his ex, and this scene is huge because she confirms what Simon always feared. She knew he was different, and she protected his secret, and she waited for him to trust her. He never did. That regret hits harder than any punch. Now everything starts stacking. The article, the past, the pressure, the fear, and Simon does what Simon does and starts spiraling. You can see it in his body language. He's holding it together barely. They're back with the New York Times. The interview shifts to Trevor. Now the reporter is questioning Trevor. And this is when Simon learns the truth. Trevor's been working with the Department of Damage Control, watching him, reporting on him. The one person Simon trusted, gone. This is personal now. Simon didn't just lose a friend. He realizes everybody has an angle, and that thought is what breaks him. After Trevor tells Simon what he's been up to with damage control, Simon leaves. He doesn't yell, he doesn't argue, he walks away. Straight onto a soundstage. It's dark, empty, and then it happens. This is the moment the episode's been building towards. Simon can't process it. His eyes start glowing. The metal around him starts vibrating violently. Lights flicker, the structure starts shaking. We cut outside of the building, and the entire soundstage explodes. We cut right back inside. Silence. Simon is standing all alone in the wreckage. Not raging, not screaming, just standing there, and that's the scariest part. This changes everything. Simon didn't just lose control, he lost trust. If he can do this on a closed set, what happens when the pressure gets worse? Or when the world finds out? This isn't a rise of hero. This is the moment where Wonder Man becomes dangerous. And from here on out, every choice Simon makes matters. We're so close to the 500 subscriber mark. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next video.